Navigating ISF filing requirements for imports subject to quotas or restrictions. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we will be discussing an important topic in the realm of customs brokerage and importing goods: the specific importer security filing (ISF) requirements for goods subject to import quotas or restrictions. Import quotas and restrictions are measures imposed by governments to limit the volume or type of goods that can be imported into a country. These restrictions can be in the form of quantity limits, licensing requirements, or prohibitions on certain goods. ISF filing is mandatory for most ocean shipments entering the United States, irrespective of import quotas or restrictions. However, certain aspects of ISF filing may need to be tailored to the specific requirements of restricted goods to ensure compliance. Proper classification and accurate declaration of the Harmonized Tariff Schedule (HTS) codes are essential when filing the ISF for goods subject to import quotas or restrictions. The HTS code determines the tariff rate, eligibility for trade agreements, and if any quotas apply. In some cases, the ISF filing for goods subject to import quotas or restrictions may require additional information. This can involve details about licensing requirements or specific permits associated with the restricted goods. Importers of goods subject to import quotas or restrictions are required to maintain appropriate documentation supporting the ISF information provided. These documents may include import permits, quota allocation certificates, or any other documents required by the governing authority. Importers of goods subject to import quotas must ensure that their imports do not exceed the allocated quota limit. Proper monitoring and record-keeping of imports will help demonstrate compliance and avoid any violations. Navigating the complexities of import quotas and restrictions can be daunting. Working with a licensed customs broker experienced in handling restricted goods can provide valuable guidance and help ensure compliance with ISF filing requirements. To meet ISF filing requirements for goods subject to import quotas or restrictions, importers may need to communicate and collaborate with the relevant governing authorities. This collaboration can help ensure compliance and avoid any unnecessary delays or penalties. Import quotas and restrictions are subject to change, so it is crucial to stay updated with the latest information issued by the relevant authorities. Regularly monitoring updates and notifications will help importers maintain compliance with the applicable restrictions. Importers must carefully monitor their usage of import quotas to avoid exceeding the allocated limits. This can involve tracking imports against the quota and managing shipments accordingly to ensure continued compliance. Importers of goods subject to import quotas or restrictions must also consider the payment of duties or fees. Depending on the specific regulations, duty rates may vary for goods within or outside the quota limits. Compliance with duty payment requirements is essential to avoid penalties. Accurate record keeping is critical when dealing with goods subject to import quotas or restrictions. Importers must maintain a record of all relevant documentation, including ISF filings, import permits, quota utilization records, and any other required paperwork. Some goods subject to import quotas or restrictions may be eligible for preferential treatment under trade agreements or free trade arrangements. Importers should ensure that they comply with both the ISF filing requirements and any additional obligations related to these trade agreements. Importers should exercise due diligence to ensure that their suppliers and goods comply with all applicable regulations, including import quotas or restrictions. Conducting verifications, such as factory audits or product testing, can help mitigate risks and ensure compliance. ISF filing for goods subject to import quotas or restrictions requires attention to detail and compliance with specific requirements. Importers must accurately classify goods, maintain appropriate documentation, and collaborate with relevant authorities to ensure compliance with both ISF filing and import restrictions. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video informative and gained a better understanding of ISF filing requirements for goods subject to import quotas or restrictions. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more upcoming videos on customs brokerage, customs bond, and other topics related to international trade. See you soon.